What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. As much as we may believe that Tiffany Henyard has a lot of haters, and don't get me wrong, she does, but at the same time, she has a lot of supporters. People who have absolutely no problem with her lying, with her stealing, with her being manipulative, with her being a tyrant. No problem with that. We discussed that yesterday when Mr. T.O. Hardiman defended her, who is a Chicago activist, in all of her buffoonery.
And it's a sad day that you don't think about your family, because what you do affect everybody in your house. Everybody, your children, your mother. You know, one lady asked me in Menards, she asked me about Tahoe Tiffany's mother. Well, where's her mother? Can her mother say anything to her? I say, ma'am, I don't know her mother like that. I don't know.
Ma'am, your time is up.
Okay.
All right,
So,
call the next person. Your time
thank
is
you.
up. Next person.
I'm gonna give you $1 on the books, though. Each one of you.
I know, but you better chill out about my mama. I know that.
Now that's a Chicago activist who wants to see the quote unquote blacks rise up. But not only that, you have a lot of women and elderly people who support Tiffany Henyard. And this shouldn't be an issue because we saw what happened in Fulton County. Fannie Willis won by a landslide. So people love corrupt politicians in the black community, especially those, as it appears, who are female. But it all came to a head when Jedediah Brown makes this post on Facebook. He says, I start my daily reading and this is a self-proclaimed Tiffany friend post. So I read comments and see Fanaya responded, but then LaShawn decided to get disrespectful. However, before I can instruct my investigator to dig, this is her third profile picture. This picture here that you see there, okay? I don't know if that's, that's a normal picture, whatever, okay? So I can't take anyone serious who's defending Tiffany. I guess he meant to say at the moment or whatever it was. So anyways, I go into the Dalton Politics group and here is the post in question. This lady comes out pretty hard, right? Just a suggestion for people who dislike Tiff. You should change the name of this group, start a new one, and or make posts relevant to just issues in our little small city. It's being taken over by smut, she mentions the group. I get it. Y'all want to vent and it's okay. Just do it elsewhere. Again, I am Tiffany's friend. I am not on payroll. And a lot of y'all are keyboard gangsters. It's obvious that most of us have sincere passion about our community. So let's keep it at that without all the mess. I don't want any problems, and I promise you that you don't want problems with me. Let's keep it cute. Hashtag Dalton Strong. First of all, I understand the woman is upset with some of the things going on in the group, and I'll bring up some of the issues that she has. She could not have ever felt that making this post was going to make things better. I don't know who she thinks she is, but obviously, as we're going to find out, nobody really pays attention to her in that manner. Maybe she thought that she was going to change people's mind. But okay, let's look at some of the commentary that goes on. So Fanaya Dukes is one of the people that decided to respond. Now, Fanaya Dukes is a lady that alleged that Andrew Holmes assaulted her. Her identity was hidden for a long time to protect her, and then she put it out there that, she was the person in question. Fanaya Dukes types, did you seriously just type this blindly? Because you cannot ask us to speak about the relevance of our small town when she is the mayor and 100% relevant of what we are speaking. So we're going to talk about her. Go tell your friend to get ready to read what she's shown. And if you're really any type of friend to her, you would have been a real friend to her to tell her she's not doing so well right now. She's making bad choices. She's made herself 100% relevant to every story that anybody in Dalton can talk about. She's the mayor and residents can and will talk about their mayor. Now I want to just let you know how immature this lady is, LaShavon. Okay. After making that initial post, look what she said. Fanaya Dukes, I'm not reading that ish. I said what I said. So she says, so she goes, Siobhan, can't read? I understand illiteracy is common. Your friend can't either. Actually, she misspelled friend, but shout out to her. You have the audacity to come into a public group to make demands. You want to be heard, right? You desire that your concerns should be addressed. Then when somebody responds to you respectfully, you tell them, I'm not reading that ish. I said what I said. As if you're some kind of mob boss or something. Like, and again, this is something that is very common with either Tiffany Henyard or their supporters. You say you care about the community. You know this is a lady that has an allegation of assault from Tiffany Henyard's crew that they tried to hide it. This lady got fired because of that. And you're talking about your concern with Dalton, but you don't even care about her. This is another woman, a black woman at that. And again, I keep seeing this common theme, the disrespect of black women towards black women. And again, I see this as I get older, again, right? As I get older, I start to, remove myself from conversations. I don't really debate women or really, talk to them about things like this. Even if they make videos, I don't respond or whatever. Because as a man, I'm like, okay, listen, you say what you're gonna say. I'm not even gonna, even deal with that. But I have noticed the interactions between black women, especially when they don't agree, it's real disrespectful sometimes. And for her to respond to this lady like that, when Fanaya Dukes was just making a point, it doesn't make much sense. Okay, it's very immature. This lady is at least in her 40s or late 30s. So for her to be on this level, it's sad to say the least, okay, as a sister, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and look at what they said again, all right? There's some more. Another person, I'll blur that person's name, right? Siobhan, tell your friend to leave that lady's husband alone. You're a bad friend. Talking about Kamal Woods. Another person says, now, this is another one of Tiffany's friends. Fanaya Dukes, I believe she means bringing up others like Kamal's ex-wife, Tiffany's mom, etc., posting their pics and personal info is not cool. Or at least I think that's what she's meant. Okay? Now, Fanaya responds to this person, Mahogany Star, well, it has been put out with receipts that they have been using his ex's business, so it seems like a polygamy relationship, not a side B relationship. And yes, the mom is wild, but do we know if she's innocent? She raised this lady. Okay? Let us also look at this. We'll blur this person's name, okay? If you lie, you will steal and cheat. The writing is on the wall. What's wrong with transparency? Really, allegedly, she has a criminal mind. Look at what she did with Section 8. And again, I broke that story. State coming for her too. They should be. I would never, as a friend, let my friend get caught up as she's done. I would have tried to redirect her or turn her in. All of her friends watch herself set herself up for failure. She could have done an awesome job, but she surrounded herself with people that she thought had her best interest. Let's see how many go down with her or who snitches her out. That's her word, an elected official using the word snitch, criminal mind. Praying for her too, because it's God's way. Because if she's done anything allegedly, then she should be held accountable. It's even worse because she knows better. Trustee 8 years, seems to me she was grooming herself. Now, again, we'll talk about Fannie Willis tonight. People don't care about the city. We've seen that with T.O. Hardeman. We've seen that with LaShavon. They care about, is that my friend? That's my friend. That being my friend is better than what the township or the village should be dealing with. We can't make a distinction. I have friends and family members I care for dearly. Want to know what? I would never want them to be in my business or anybody else's business. They should never handle money. Why? Because they suck. Okay? They're terrible. They're terrible decision makers and they're awful and they will destroy things. You should never give them anything like that because they're irresponsible. Love them though. But I don't want them running anything in the government. I don't want them running anything in the business. For the sake of humanity, I don't want that. I would want them out. Okay? And there's a difference between Tiffany Henyard being your friend and knowing that she's trash and what she does. But you can't make that distinction. Okay? So everybody else is the enemy because y'all are haters. Right? I mean, that's exactly how ridiculous things are. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.